On the 1st of April 2017, a new kind of warfare shook the world. The battleground, Reddit. The self-proclaimed front page of the internet, Reddit is a discussion website with users numbering in the millions. It plays host to forums on every topic imaginable. But when the website announced its now notorious social experiment, simply called Place, it was unlike anything users had seen before. A stark white canvas, territory unclaimed. Users were encouraged to place one pixel wherever they wanted every few minutes. A simple setup, but within the first 72 hours, the face of the internet would be changed forever. The Great Pixel War was about to begin. In the beginning there was chaos. Isolated pixel hordes rampaged across the canvas. Primitive, yes, but in time they would develop into much more. Users realized there was much to gain from collaboration, and so the first subreddits were established. Forums where factions could strategize and debate over where their next pixels would go. Few realized the war room of death was now in session. The unwavering speed at which the blue corner rose and spread was so unprecedented. Pixel by pixel, the empire expanded from the southeast and was immutable in its quest to conquer. At the height of its power 12 hours later, the blue corner would cover an eighth of Place. The world of superpowers in play, Rainbow Road was on the move, paving a way across Place, becoming the widest spread art on the canvas. Defined by their tactic of bouncing off other art, Rainbow Road employed a policy of respect. One tactician wrote,
"After a while, there was a mutual truce with most artists. People respected each other's works.
Hello? What? I see. Nothing could have prepared the nations of Place for this. They called it the Void.
It opens naturally and spreads like a tide. As the pixels fall away, all that is left is black.
The stability of Place was at threat, but it took the Void's infamous attack on the transgender flag to encourage factions to react. The distress in this officer's writing is palpable.
I asked that factions halt on expansion and move towards prevention and defense. It would be nice if Blue Corner guys stopped their massive expansion to quarantine this black plague.
While alliances were crucial, some sought more than simply to survive. Germany's strategy put more emphasis on an invasion of France than it did on securing a barrier against the oncoming Void. In a swift and decisive operation dubbed Operation Annexion, Germany overwhelmed the French faction. Pixels of the French flag evacuated just in time. All across Place, people were expressing themselves in other ways. North of the Void's grasp, the Mona Lisa clan were in the process of creating a beautiful work of art. Icons of internet culture and media sprouted, from the expansive OSU logo to the south, to the lasting masterpiece that was Darth Plagueis the Wise. The rise of such terrific art breathed new life to the canvas. Even the Void succumbed to annihilation after hours of attacks from all fronts. Germany and France agreed to an armistice and established the EU together. The Blue Corner had spread itself far too thin and was now crippled under the weight of 1,000 angry rebellions. And in the centre of it all, the US flag was finally completed. Place was on the path to peace. Or so it was thought. The Void's defeat proved only temporary. One of its followers claimed,
I think the Void is the most idealized thing in our place, almost being a religion.
A justification for slaughter that most would not accept. At the same time, the OSU logo earned its status as a violent battlefield, and disagreements over the UK flag turned bloody. The Great Pixel War went on. Every pixel mattered now, every speck of land. Strategy turned to desperation.
Under major attack from various sides, random pixels everywhere.
The words of this combatant sum it up. The Rainbow Road came crashing across the Eastern Front, the Void from the centre, and Ireland took its chance from the south. The US was surrounded. Communication lines between the US and supposed allies were ablaze, commanders scrambling to make sense of the noise. As the US teetered on the edge of destruction, it was learned the Void had launched this startling assault by itself, mimicking other factions to create confusion in the ranks. Across the canvas, the Blue Corner fought what little it had left.
100 pixels by 100 pixels. 10-second response time on any and all invading pixels.
Place was in dark times again. Forces united and engaged the Void, forcing it to fall back. It was Mexico's problem now. American and Allied users regrouped with stunning speed. In the northwest, mounting pressure forced the Mexican faction to act. Another war was brewing, but the Void had its sights set elsewhere. By now, the artists of Place had hardened to such attacks, and the Mona Lisa clan bravely stood their ground against the Void. This was turning into a conflict. No side could win easily. After 3 arduous days, the moment was frozen in time. Users could no longer place their pixels, and ongoing battles across Place ceased. We'll never know the outcome of the Void's struggle, nor if the Blue Corner could have maintained control. It will remain a mystery what new artwork would have arisen if Place had only lasted just a few hours longer. Place is unique in history. It had its ups and downs, alliances and squabbles, and when Reddit archived the final image, it captured our collective imagination, all sprawled messily across a 1000 by 1000 canvas. The Great Pixel War had ended.